boy Rhino, MGTV. This is a late night vibes, you know. We're live and alive. I'm gonna try and be more consistent. I got my boy Jake MUFC.
I'm here. What's up, people?
Well
Lot of
gone, well
transfer
gone.
news going on. I'm ready.
Yeah, man. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this, man. Right now, obviously, I've just been slacking with this channel, man. I just need to. I've been featuring on a few other channels, but I need to get this thing rolling. So, me and Jake are going to be doing a lot of shows in the evening.
A
Just
lot
us
of
two.
shows.
So hopefully we build the viewers up and that, and yeah, we just keep it rolling, man. But Jake, man, what are you saying though, man? We've been linked to so many clubs, man. So many clubs, man. What are we saying about this, man?
Well, the link I'm most happy about, I would say Rabiot.
Rabio,
I,
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that's a player we do need. I looked at some of his stats. I've looked at some games he's played, and he looks like he's improved a lot from 2 seasons ago. So I would take it.
yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Obviously, Rabio at the start, everyone was kind of had raised eyebrows in it. I did at the very start because when I didn't really know much about him, obviously I knew about just that I knew that he's got good mentality and whatnot, but then I'm hearing that he's kind of a bit toxic. And I remember at that time Ronaldo just left and was thinking, okay, why are we gonna add more toxic people to the club kind of thing, innit? So I remember them times it was a bit like, ooh, should we really bring someone like Rabiot in? But after it was linked to him and then we didn't get him and then we got Casemiro and all of that. And then Rabiot had a sick World Cup.
Yeah, he had a
Sick World Cup.
quality World Cup. I remember his World Cup was very. You know what? That World Cup, he showed us what we was missing
Yeah.
because he
And
had a
that's the
good World
thing.
Cup.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that made me think, okay, you know, Ten Hag's talent ID might not be. Do you know what it is? Obviously, we deep down know Ten Hag's talent ID is good, innit? But I think as United fans, we react here and now. And, we need to realize that at the end of the day, this is his first season. He's not going to get everything right anyway. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We need to allow him to make mistakes. We need to allow him to just figure things out. And even if we feel like he should have figured it out by now, bro, it's his first season, bro. Like Ar- um, Pep Arteta, even if we have to bring Arteta in this conversation, and Klopp and all of them, man, they weren't great first season. Some of them might have bagged trophies and whatever, but they weren't great. They were getting hammerings and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. I think Ten Hag had a brilliant first season, to be honest. So I trust him
yeah,
with his transfers. Like, we have no reason to not trust him because Malacia wasn't bad. Who else
yeah,
did he sign? He signed Casemiro, revelation with the squad. Signed Anthony, got big potential. I don't think he was bad. We signed, who else did we get as well?
Casemiro,
Oh,
Anthony,
Ericsson.
Malacia, Ericsson,
Ericsson's been good. I don't have no problem. I only have a
Martinez.
problem with how he played against City, but he's been good. But he can't start no more though. Ericsson,
Yeah,
come on, he's not fit enough to play in the central
bruv.
midfield.
He
He's not
was
eight.
he was dying, man. Because Ericsson was like, bro, like in terms of like obviously the energy that we need. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Do you
And
see
no
why
pun
Rabiot?
intended. I don't mean dying literally because I know people take things literal on YouTube. I just
Oh
mean
yeah,
like
yeah,
he was struggling. Like obviously respect to the fact that where he's come from and what he is now. But I feel like not every match he's made for. Some matches more time. More time. He was meant to be a bench player anyway. But do you know what I was saying to the man? I was chatting to Floralist and that earlier. Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like Ericsson hasn't really been good in the position that we thought he was going to be in anyway, the whole 10 position. Every time we've played him there, what do you think, man?
Yeah, when we've played him there, he has not made a. He makes more of an impact, I think, as an eight. But at the
Yeah,
same time, when we've played him as a 10, it's been in more. I think it's been in a bit more like difficult games because when
games,
he
yeah.
plays as an eight, I feel like we play against teams that sit a lot, and then as an eight, he will have a good game. But when we play against teams that's pressing, then I just don't think as an eight he makes sense. But even as a 10, he doesn't do much either. So, but
Yeah,
yeah. But I understand
yeah.
where Ten Hag's going with it because as I was explaining last time, remember I told you about the tens being converted into eights, and then we're going to
Yeah,
be more
yeah, yeah.
expansive on the ball. Since Eriksen's
Yeah,
come, one thing you got to say, we have been way more expansive on the ball.
yeah, 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 definitely, definitely. But that's the thing. I feel like there's not enough players in our midfield to kind of complement everybody. So certain times we're just relying on one man, and when that one man has a bad game, bro,
So
he
what
has
do
a
you
bad
think?
game.
What do you think if we was to get Rabiot and play him in Eriksen's position, or would you prefer Mount there? Because I'm not saying Rabiot's not good on the ball, but he's not going to be as good on the ball as Eriksen or Mount.
Yeah, I don't know, man. you know, at this stage, yeah, bro, I just don't know what we're on. Like, I don't know what system we're trying. Like, you
It's
see, we're linked
definitely
to
going to be
Mount.
a 4-3-3. It's not.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think it will be 4-2-3-1 anymore. But I think it'll be a 4-3-3 because I can see where he's trying to go with it. But I think this season he never had the personnel to do like we can't really keep the ball and smother people with possession. It's just not. We don't have the personnel for it.
yeah, 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 man. I don't know because even the whole Mount thing, man. I've fallen off the
You're not
Mount
sure
thing
about
now.
him,
Nah, because before,
bro.
go
Bro,
on.
let me get. No, you see the Mount one, yeah. I have
Yeah,
to
go
back
on.
him because
Talk. Go now. Go
let
on.
me get
Explain
his.
yourself.
Let
Go
me.
on.
Cool. Look here. Look at Mount in 2021 season, yeah. Obviously,
Mm,
it's not the stats ain't the greatest, but 9 goals, 9 assists. And remember, he was played as a 10, but sometimes he played as an 8. He's played as an 8
yeah.
for Chelsea a few times, so we know we can do it. He had a bad season this season, but Rashford had a bad. I always use this example. Before this season, did be honest, you wanted Rashford out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So how do you know Mount doesn't come under Ten Hag? It's a revelation.
Do you
Because
know
he's not
what
a
it
bad
is?
player.
Yeah. Do you know what it is though, Jake? Yeah. The problem is for me, yeah, that the price.
I understand.
Even if
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
say we're getting for 50 mil, how many mounts can we get for like 30 mil somewhere else in some mad
Yeah,
league?
but you have to
Like,
understand that we need homegrown players. That's what I try to explain to people so many times because of the new homegrown rule.
explain it for the people that don't understand.
Because of the new homegrown rule, we need homegrown players. We don't have enough. So Mount, that it's like killing two birds with one stone. You get a 10 that's converted into an 8, good on the ball, and you also get the homegrown rule sorted out as well. And Mount is way better than Ericsson defensively, not better than Ericsson on the ball. I have to clear this up before everyone says I said Mount is better than Ericsson. He is way better than Ericsson defensively. I can show you videos of how well he presses. I could show you him winning the ball back. I could show you him receiving it from deep. Ericsson just is not good defensively.
Mm.
Like when we're okay, let's see. Let's say this.
Hey
Etty
Jake,
had a
what's your
way.
Twitter again? I want to
Oh
put
yeah,
out a tweet quickly.
it's the same as this. Jake MUFC 2023. Okay, let's just say this.
Yeah,
Etty
go
had
on.
a way. Etty had a way. Um, would you prefer Ericsson and Casemiro Bruno, or would you prefer Mount Casemiro Bruno? I'm just asking you this. Like,
Say it again. Say that again. Would I prefer?
okay, so say we're at the Etihad away. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you prefer Casemiro, Mount, and Bruno, or would you
Mm-hmm.
prefer Casemiro, Ericsson, and Bruno? Like, what would you prefer in terms of a defensive
Obviously,
aspect?
Mount, in it.
Exactly.
Obviously,
So how could you
because like,
complain?
yeah, but all right, cool. When you talk about the homegrown thing, yeah, like cool, fair enough. In that aspect, man has to respect the fact that my man's killing two birds in one
Because
stone.
remember, Maguire's gonna go. He's
Yeah.
a homegrown player. Um, we've already lost like players last season, like homegrown players such as Lingard and stuff like that. So we do need some. So why wouldn't we? I understand people are saying get Rice, but the price tag for one, and he's linked to Arsenal and Chelsea. They're definitely front runners compared to us. He wants to stay in London,
Mm, 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 mm.
but I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. Let me hear what you think anyway. What do you want?
I'm trying to break down this homegrown rule first before I talk on it. Let me see. So
Oh,
it
okay,
says
yeah.
here.
Search it up
Let
and
me
break it
even
down.
let me
Let the
share
people
it
know.
here. Let me share it here 1 second, bro. Because wow. About race
Are
about
you getting it up on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like everyone ain't deep in the fact that it's killing
Alright,
two
cool.
birds with one
You
stone.
see it here, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me even close these cookies. Are the cookies showing? Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. So every summer across the length and breadth of the land, Premier League recruitment chiefs find themselves tasked with signing new players. Let's skip all of that. Demanding players. These rules initially. Okay, so demanding players. These rules initially introduced into English football in 2015 by then FA chairman Greg Dyke. So what does that say? My screen's so it says dietate clubs must include a certain number of homegrown players in tournament. Okay, so basically you have to have a certain amount of English players in the English Premier League, basically.
Exactly.
So
So why wouldn't we
with
get
that point, yeah, it makes sense. Because I'm not gonna lie, I keep it so 100. I don't even care if I look like I don't know everything. I don't even care. At the end of the day, if we have to have a certain amount of English players, and we know that we're losing a lot of English players, it just makes sense. I think that kills the whole argument, in my
say
opinion.
well, you
It
see what
kills
it
it.
is? No one agrees with me on Mount. I think I'm the only one that is saying we should definitely get it, but
I was agreeing at first, but then I said to myself, I looked at the Man City game, and I said, if Mount was here, what would have happened? Like,
we would
and
have
then I was just
definitely won
thinking,
the ball back a lot more times. Did you see sometimes Ericsson what he was
no, I
doing? He was
can't lie.
jogging.
Ericsson was finished. He was
He was
finished.
jogging. Even Gundogan's, I think Gundogan's first goal wasn't that meant to be Ericsson's man.
Yeah, Ericsson's finished, man.
Like he's a good player, but like in game, like say like against Liverpool at Anfield,
Yeah.
going to the Etihad, going to Emirates, you can't like he will get ran over.
How many specific players do you need, though? Let me see.
Yeah, find that out because I'm sure we still might have to get another one because wait, if Maguire goes, who else might leave?
Oh, it's
That's
asking
English.
me to sign up this damn thing.
Who else might leave? That's English.
Maguire. Um,
Wan-Bissaka is definitely staying.
Wan-Bissaka staying. Who else have we got? We've lost a lot of English players already from before, you know.
Yeah, we did actually. We did. We did.
Yeah. I
We
don't know if
actually did.
Rashford is. If don't know if Sancho's staying. Do you know what I'm
I'm sure he
saying?
would stay because I don't know where like I think he will stay because I don't know what they're gonna do with him so quick. He has to stay. He has because I think if he leaves, we're gonna either sell him for a cut price or it's gonna be a loan.
Yeah.
So we might as well just let him have one more season and then we just see. But
All
I'm
right,
not
let's
happy with
look at
him
it
at all.
here. All right, cool. So
Did
Dean
Butler?
Henderson's cutting.
Yeah.
Butland's cut already, I think, because
Okay.
Butland, I'm
Yes.
sure I saw something like that. Maguire's leaving. Phil Jones is leaving.
Yeah.
English.
That's what you've already
Brandon
said a lot.
Williams.
Yeah. He probably get sold.
Yeah, he's probably going. Wan-Bissaka is staying. Shaw is staying. Yeah, we don't have a lot of
I
English
like the way
players.
everything else is so foreign.
Yeah, bro, we don't have a lot of English players. You know, Scott
And
McTominay is
all the
probably
ones we
cutting.
have,
Oh, he's Scottish, though, isn't it? Or
yeah,
is that
and all
part
the
of it?
no, I think it's only English. I don't think Scott McTominay will be part of it. But all the ones we have, are they not? Are they not going? Like basically, the ones you just said.
Damn, nah, this makes sense. Greenwood's probably gonna cut because of that situation.
Oh yeah,
This is nah. Do you know what it is? This is so mad. I'm gonna bring this up on Side's channel. I'm gonna big you up for this
because
because
the
no one's
homegrown
speaking that they've spoken about it, but no one's actually deep in it. You know, I don't think
that we
anyone's deep
actually
to it.
need it. That's what I was trying to
Let's
explain
find the
to you.
amount. Let's find the amount. Let's find the
Yeah,
amount.
let's find
Hold
the
on.
amount because who are you gonna get? What other homegrown players are there really? Like apart from in the positions we need, Kane is one, Mount is definitely one, and then what was it, Rice? So, but I think
Oh, you need at least 8 at the moment in the Premier League. Clubs need at least 8 homegrown players out of a squad of 25. Damn.
8,
Damn.
not
And then what
8.
have we got here? Hold on. So if we
I
count
thought it was
from
gonna be
here,
like 5.
let's count how many we've got so far in it, including
Cool.
everyone that's going, yeah? So Sancho's 1, Rashford is 2, Greenwood is 3,
Okay, that's all right.
Scott McTominay 4.
Okay, that's all right.
This is looking
McTominay's
bleak.
probably going though. We're getting bare.
No, I'm adding everyone, and then we're gonna deduct as we go along. Luke Shaw 5, Brandon Williams 6, Wan-Bissaka 7, Maguire 8, Phil Jones 9, Henderson 10, Butler 11, Heaton 12. Yeah, cool. So we know Maguire's going, Phil Jones is going. That's 10. Out of the keepers, I think all the keepers, Dean Henderson's going 9. Butland, is he English?
I think he might be well. The surname's making me think he's Welsh or is he Scottish or Welsh or? Let me see. Probably English.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's English. He's English.
But he's on loan anyway. Butland to depart United, so he's cutting. That's 8. And then Heaton. I heard something about Heaton going or something.
Is he going as well? I thought Heaton. Really, I thought Heaton would have stayed.
Let me see Tom Heaton.
I thought he would have just stayed because we're gonna let all the goalkeepers go.
Why is Tom Heaton not playing? The day before the Fulham game, he rolled his ankle in training. Okay, he's injured. Is he leaving though?
He's 37. He probably is leaving.
Yeah, so that's about 7 or 8 anyway, yeah. And then if I've done Maguire for Jones already, yeah. So if we then lose Brandon Williams, that's gone down again to I think about 7 now. Or 6. We're in trouble. And then Scott McTominay, that's 5 or 7 or 6 or 6 or 5. I can't remember. I lost my count somewhere. Greenwood. It's low, you know.
I cannot understand why they wanted Mount and Kane.
It makes sense. Sense. This makes sense, bro. Until someone tells me otherwise, this actually makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense. But what other English players would you take at the moment? Because I can't think of any. Hold
on. Let me even tweet this quickly.
Because I can't think of one other. It's only Mount, Kane. I know we're not. I don't think we will get Rice, so I can't think of any.
I don't know, you know, because at the moment, it's techie, man. Kane, Mount. Who else do we need? Tony, maybe. Yeah, Tony could be another person.
He could have been a person to go for. But didn't he just get a load of gambling charges? We're not gonna go nowhere near there.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a problem because Mount, Kane, we might have to promote youth.
I don't know, bro. The homegrown thing makes so much sense. Like
it makes sense, but it is an issue though because we are letting a lot of English players. Well, I don't know if we're 100% gonna let, but it seems like we're gonna let a lot of English players go this season.
Yeah.
But what do you think of the transfer news about Maguire to Spurs? I never really even got to speak to you about that.
I haven't really heard much about it till someone mentioned it, so I haven't really read into it. But bro, I will drive him. I'll drive to Manny, pick him up, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. He needs to be gone. Bro, let me tell everyone.
Cook for him everything and say, bro, love G. I mean,
like, let me tell everyone this year. You see, there was one game. I always talk about this game. Maguire versus Nottingham Forest. That was the game. I had enough. We won, but he was horrible. Like, it looked like someone that, you know, like when you're like you might do a competition at a pub or something, and if you win, you can play with United. He was out of place.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
used to
bro.
know,
Maguire,
but
and when Maguire's on, we play like we don't know what we're doing,
it
and
gets
then when he's running
slow
with the
and
ball, it's just
it gets
yeah,
lethargic and slow, and I know what you mean. It's not nah.
it's scary, bro.
He needs to go, but a replacement as well that we've been linked to. Is it Kim Min Jae? What do you think of him?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll take him still. I'll
Yeah, I think
take
he's
him.
good. I'm not gonna lie, I think he's good, especially the season
Like,
that Napoli had, and he was
and you know
integral.
what it
Like,
is, yeah. On top of that, he's solid. Like the man that was saying he's 6'3" and he's fast. Come on, I'll
yeah,
take
that's what we
that.
needed.
Take that. I'll take
That's what
that,
we
G.
needed. Still,
I'll
I'm not
take
gonna
that
lie, that's what we
still.
needed. But yeah, therefore him at centre back, but he's got a release clause that's a decent price as well, isn't it? We need to get on that,
Um,
these cheap release
yeah, and I
clauses.
heard he's going to the army or something like that. He was going to the army. So my he's solid, bro. He's solid,
He's
bro.
going to the army.
Yeah, or he's in the Korean army or something.
Oh
Or
yeah,
one of those armies.
he's
Yeah.
got to do the duty in it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that bruv, he's speaking volumes right now. He's solid.
Another
Solid,
one
bro.
that we ain't spoke about though, Hoyland.
Who? Yeah, I'll take him, man. We was doing research on him earlier. He's 20. I think he
8 goals, two
shift.
assists, isn't it?
Yeah, but he shift leagues mid-season, so there's some more like numbers to add on to his numbers as
Okay,
well.
okay.
And we was talking about, what do you think about this? Like maybe Rashford moving to a 9 and him being like a support striker to Rashford.
I'm not for that. Rashford as a 9, he can't play with his
Yeah.
back to goal. Forget
Cool. But
that.
let me give you a proposition. Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
go on.
We all know about Rashford, innit? We know he's excellent coming from the left, going into the middle, innit? Cool.
Yeah.
But what if, yeah, we decide to actually make him a striker, yeah? Because when you actually deep it, him as a striker, all he does is when he wants to score goals. That man don't cross the ball. Then he just wants to score. So with that mentality, that's step one done already. Then step two, just teach him his positioning, because there was a good portion of the league where he was actually getting into the right places. He was when the crosses were coming in, he was positioning himself in a way to get the right headers. Remember, there was a few games he started scoring a few more headers. There were
Yeah, that's
certain
true.
games against City away when he's lurking in the box, natural crosses it, he's there. He's in the right place, the right time. And I think towards the end of the season, he kind of just reverted back to type because it's not drilled in his head and he's not a natural number 9. And so I feel like maybe Ten Hag might want to make him a number 9 still.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised because he has had decent games, like
Yeah.
at number 9. But at
Yeah.
the same time, he's had games where he's anonymous at number. I just don't think we should do that. I think that's the cheap option, and we're gonna see that's the cheap option throughout the season. Next season, we're gonna suffer again, or Hoyland's just gonna end up playing striker, and Rashford will get pushed out to the left again. I just don't think it's a smart idea. But if the manager has faith in him, because I trust the manager so much, if he has faith in him, I'm for it. I trust the manager a lot.
Yeah. Same, bro. I trust him, bro. I trust Ten Hag,
But don't you
man.
think if Rashford's gonna play as a 9 as well, he needs to work on like his hold up play, bringing others into the
Yep, that's
game.
true. That's
I,
true. That's true.
but there was one goal. Do you remember when we played Arsenal at Old Trafford and we beat them? Was it 3-1?
3-1. Yeah.
And then Rashford passed the ball to Anthony.
Yeah. When
that
it came from Bruno, someone slid Bruno, but he released it quick. Went to Rashford. Rashford opened up Anthony. Boom, and then I remember
that
that.
was a glimpse of like maybe what we could be seeing later. But I didn't see stuff like that again.
Yeah, that's the thing with Ten Hag's ball. We just saw little flashes here, flashes there, flashes here, flashes there,
Yeah.
and it wasn't consistent. But that's what I'm saying to you. These players, they revert back to type, bro. Like they forget what they've been drilled on training, and then just go back to normal. You get me? That's it, literally, bro. So that's why I feel like.
But that's the thing, though. Remember, Ten Hag is a very he's a coach that he's a systematic coach. He's not like a go and express yourself. Rashford's kind of a go and express yourself player. He needs to be. He needs to learn how to be a system player. Because look at City, yeah. A lot of them, Like if they trust the system, if you have your job, you do that. Don't worry about his job. Just trust the system. Do you get it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's what Ten Hag wants to do, but I don't know. Players like Rashford, he had a good season though. Like he had a good season, but I'm thinking about the future. Innit? I don't know
Yeah.
him as a 9 if it's gonna work.
Yeah, that's the thing. It feels like there's not enough time to transfer him to a 9, and is he going to adapt to it and get all the things
because
right?
because I
Yeah,
understand if we was doing this in Ten Hag's first season, like he played 9 throughout the whole season to prepare him for next season. But what you gotta remember is there's gonna be pressure on Ten Hag now. This I'm not saying everyone's gonna be like, oh, looking at him, but remember, on your second season, you have a mare of a season, you could get sacked. On your first season, you might get away with it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
and a lot of fans, remember, we came third. We're looking for the next big thing. So what? We're gonna have to. He's gonna have to try win the league or something like that, or try win the Champions League, or just do something quite extraordinary because he's already had a good season this season. Rashford
Yeah,
at 9, you ain't. I just don't think you're winning. You're not winning the league.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because he's got too much to pick up, but we'll see, man. We'll see, man.
And all of this shooting, like, come on, his build-up play this season. One thing I clocked about Rashford, yeah, when the goals ain't going in, the build-up is shocking. Sometimes he shoots like randomly, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he needs to be a 9, where all he needs to do is shoot when he can.
But
Because
how's
if
he
you
gonna
start,
do that? How's he gonna do that
Mm.
in a crowded box? He can't play with his back to goal.
Yeah, that's the thing. Can McCarthy teach him? You know, can Ben
He should
McCarthy
be
teach
able
him?
to, though. Yeah, you're right. He
You
should.
feel
Because
me?
remember the
Change his
headering.
game
He should be
because
able
he's a
to.
selfish player, bro. Respectfully, he's a selfish player. So
So who goes on the
somehow,
left?
who goes on the left? I'll put Garnacho there, or who will be his backup though? That's the
Neymar.
interesting thing. Unless he was to get like a name or someone crazy like that.
You know
Yeah.
Neymar, yeah. When I saw that, man, what did it say? Ten Hag seducing him or something. I was dying. I saw some transfer news. Man said seduced.
Yeah.
No,
I
but
don't know, man.
I would take Neymar quality. But obviously I
Yeah.
get it, like his attitude and all of that. But that's an extraordinary player. You don't if you got an opportunity, I don't think you pass up on them players, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I don't know, man. For me, yeah, just the age profile, just the weight of his name, Neymar coming to Manchester United, just that
I
whole
get you though. I
noise.
get you. I
It's,
get
it's
you.
just a lot
We
of
don't
noise
need that.
coming.
We don't need
We don't need that noise, man. We don't need that noise. But I'll take him. But I feel like we need to look at the we need to look at the cons to it as well. Like we just got rid of Ronaldo. Not to say that Ten Hag cannot manage someone's personality and whatever, but it just needs to. We're too fragile right now. Even with the whole Greenwood situation, just the fact of the whole noise that's surrounding it. Is it something that's going to affect the club? When you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
really, I don't like to talk on that situation, but
Yeah, yeah,
I don't think we should keep him.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think so as well. Like, I just feel like we got to move on from it. You know, hopefully, he can, but within the whole justice system, he's been found innocent. So go and find a club outside England or
Yeah,
outside
yeah,
Europe
yeah.
and
It's
that. Do your
just,
thing. Go and play football, but not at Man United, man.
yeah,
At the end of the day, we all want to be forgiven for people if they are innocent, whatever, or if they've changed and they're reformed. But at the same time, just the whole backlash that comes with such a big brand like Manchester United is, respectfully, hopefully, what's the word I'm trying to, respectfully, he should have, tried to, remove himself from that situation and just, especially playing from such a big club. I feel like when you're playing for these big clubs, don't take these risks. Don't do these mad things. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But life is life, innit? We can't, I went there, so, all I can do is speculate.
respectfully, Greenwood got a whoosh.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
done now. It's done, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what he like. Forget about the whole situation, but just the fact that we've kind of moved on. Like we kind of like we don't
Yeah.
like. It's just gonna upset that. What's the saying? I
There's
forgot the saying.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like
It's gonna rock the boat. Let's say. Like,
yeah,
there's no point.
yeah, yeah. it's gonna spoil the whole vibe of the club and just the whole
Yeah.
what's the word? The aura, the environment. There's a better word though, but yeah,
It's
yeah,
just I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
we're at like a good feel like stage right now. I don't think we should ruin it by like it's just a dark cloud. Like it's just a lot of people are gonna have mixed opinions. I feel like the fans need to kind of stick together for next season because I feel like it's gonna be something big.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully,
No, I
bruv.
think
I'm
it
down
will,
with it.
bro. Like we why not? Like we've showed this season what we can do. The manager showed that
Mm,
he's a world class manager. Because let's be, even though he signed a few players, he still had to
yeah,
use the likes of Maguire. He still had to. Do you know what I mean? And this season
yeah,
he's gonna get more signings. So why can't we challenge or like why not?
yeah. Now, facts, man. Do you know who I haven't spoke about? Like, obviously we briefly spoke about Mason Mount, but what I
Mm.
wanted to say about Mason Mount, yeah, just to have my last two pence. Obviously, the homegrown thing in it makes a big difference because what other English player that's available are you gonna have to find to match the quota? And I feel like I want to. It's interesting because we sit here and think of this now, but someone will think of a reason why it doesn't matter. But I'll be very intrigued to think what you can think of. Oh,
Well,
but what?
your last time I was on your stream, one of your friends said to get Ward Prowse. I couldn't believe what I
Yeah,
heard.
yeah, G20.
Ward
Yeah, G20. Do you know what it is? Yeah, G20. He's got good knowledge. He's like an academics of football, but
Okay,
everyone's got their opinion. He
okay.
might see
So
something.
he
You
thinks
know,
very like in depth. So he probably saw a couple Ward Prowse games and thought, yeah, but look at I don't know. I
trust
don't
me,
know.
that man there. You could ask him what year someone transferred. He will just bring it.
Oh,
Probably he's them
okay.
ones like, oh yeah, and that probably you talk about Newcastle. Newcastle won this in 2000 this and their last manager 6 managers ago was this manager and I'm like,
Oh
bro,
yeah, he knows.
he's like, that's why G20. Listen, that man there. When it comes to statistics and like Wikipedia, he's got it all in his
He's
head,
very
and it's
clued up.
mad because he does it in music. Like I can ask him, okay, what music groups in, let's say hypothetically Rumford. You'd be like, oh yeah, there's this crew coming up and there's this. I'm
Oh,
thinking, bro,
okay. He's
he's
clued.
clued up, bro. Like we was talking about a few streams ago, was talking about like Tottenham. We was going through this the whole mess at Tottenham, yeah, and
Mm.
then me, him, and a few of my other panelists. I got a guy called Drico. Big up Drico. He supports Tottenham, and that's my one Tottenham friend. Yeah, he was basically like we were talking in it. Actually, no, Drico wasn't even there that show, but we was basically just discussing what Tottenham need as a club to fix them in it. And we are saying how they've gone through all the kind of class managers and whatever. Maybe they need someone to kind of build it from the ground up. So what we did is we went on Wikipedia and we started looking at all their past managers and stuff. And bro, some of them he knew off head and that. I had to look at Wikipedia, bro. Like he was mentioning names like, oh yeah, in 2000 this they had. I was thinking, bro, like, but yeah, man. But yeah, with the whole Mount thing, I want to. What can a man say to me to justify? Oh, but we still should look at Mount. If we have to go for amount of English players to match the quota, and Mount follows a system that Ten Hag believes in, like an energetic, maybe he's going to be an 8. But that's the thing. If Mount, yeah, let me ask you a question now.
Mm.
Casemiro's going to be a 6. Mount's, and then there's going to be a pivot. Maybe we're going to play 2 8s, yeah, or it's good because it doesn't. It's weird because
We basically do that already with Ericsson and Bruno. I know Ericsson plays with Casemiro in a 4-2-3-1, but he's a 10.
that's what I'm saying. But if we're playing 2 8, but then it might work, If you play Casemiro as a holding 6, and we play Bruno and Mount as 2 mobile 8s, and Mount covers a bit more of the defensive part of the mobile 8, where so when we're attacking it, they go into like a so when them and are attacking, Bruno goes up forward, and then Mount and Casemiro kind of go as a pivot, if that makes sense, while we're attacking. And then do you get what I'm saying? Something like
Yeah, I
that.
get what you're
But
saying.
my issue is certain games Casemiro can't DM by himself. We're gonna need 2 6s and then like maybe someone in front of them to bomb on. We're gonna be sometimes we can't leave Casemiro by himself. So
Yeah,
that's
but
why we
that's
need like a Caicedo. Imagine we had Casemiro, Caicedo.
yeah,
Oh,
but that's where Rabiot can do a job. I know everyone's thinking of Caicedo and all the Prem players that's upcoming now, but you got to think there's some experienced players out there that are already known well.
that can just
Like,
do the job that we need. And
didn't
once we
Rabiot
build that
play in a
foundation, yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
Rabiot play in a World Cup final or in the semis just the other wasn't he in the semis or something just the other day or something like that?
Yeah. He turned up. He's been
It's
turning up. He's been playing well recently. I've been hearing his name. So it's
I get
possible,
it.
man.
I get what everyone's saying about Caicedo, but I'm not gonna lie. The same talk was going on with Basuma. It doesn't mean that 100. It doesn't mean he's gonna come to United and dislodge
And
Casemiro. He might
failed.
even be
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing for me. Why I still believed in the whole Mount thing. Obviously, if we get it for like 45 million, 40 mil, I won't even say nothing. And then we get like a progressive midfielder, someone that can be good on the ball, because none of our midfielders are good on the ball. Like Mount's
Yeah,
probably
not
better. Mount's
really.
probably better off the ball than on the ball, no? Like in terms of his energy and defending.
No, but Mount
He's
ain't bad on the ball, you know.
mm,
Like he's not bad on the ball. No, he's not
but
bad.
not bad. Is that what we need? We need someone good on it. We need like a Martinez on it.
But
You
what you
see
got
when
to remember,
Martinez holds the ball?
no,
I
Martinez.
tell I want anyone to come and try
Now
him.
Martinez is very good on the ball, yeah. But one thing we definitely need is, yeah, I get what you mean. We do need someone that can travel with like a progressive
When he's got the
midfielder
ball,
that
I'm
can
so
travel with the ball.
confident. Like I don't feel shook. When Maguire's got the ball, my belly's all hurting. I'm like,
I get what you mean, though.
I'm all
Maguire
anxious
puts
and I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable in that, bro. When
bro.
Maguire's got the ball.
But who's actually quite. I know it's gonna sound weird. Yeah? You're probably gonna think I'm fried, but you know who's actually good on the ball though.
Yes,
Wan-Bissaka,
Lindelof.
on my life, he is. On my life,
Wan-Bissaka's improved a lot. He has. He
on my
has.
on
He's
my
a bit
life.
unorthodox though. He moves like he's gonna lose it. He looks a bit scatty, but he keeps it. He keeps it. Like he runs a bit wild with it. Like sometimes it's like the ball doesn't move neatly with him. It's a
Yeah,
bit
but
messy, but
he's
he
press
keeps it.
resistant. I can't. Like, when
Yeah,
that comes to
yeah,
pressing, he gets away.
yeah.
But no, Rabiot's progressive. He can carry the ball. I'm couple games I've seen him progress the ball kind of well. I'm not gonna lie.
So
So
cool. So yeah, cool. So let's say we get Mount, we get Rabiot. Are you happy with the midfield?
yes, and
Okay,
Fred and
interesting.
McTominay out.
Yeah,
So we replaced Fred and McTominay with Mount and Rabiot. Oh my
yeah.
god,
And then we've
that
got
is
still
great.
Ericsson. Would you keep Sabitzer?
You see with him, yeah, because he's been injured. Like,
Bro, if he wasn't injured after he played Sevilla that game, was it Sevilla he played?
yeah,
Not
the two
Sevilla.
goals, isn't it?
Bro, he was moving. I know. I can't lie. When I saw him, I said, "Yeah, we're back." I felt. I
I
was like,
know,
"Yep, we're
I know.
back."
No, he looks
Then
good, yeah. But be
yeah, it's
real,
the
bro. Be
injury, man.
real.
For a loan player, we loaned him for 6 months, bro, and how many games did he play? It's a bit bad, man.
You exactly. Can you still hear me, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah. Remember, availability. You know, it's the most important
yeah,
thing.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So if he's already like, I'm not saying he's injury prone, but we gotta be careful with that sort of stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we. I just don't think we should keep him, and I don't think he's done enough. Obviously, I get in the Sevilla game, he scored 2 goals, but you see, even when he played in Casemiro's position,
Yeah. He was
like,
horrible.
nah, I
He
just
was
don't think.
horrible.
Yeah, I just don't think he's the man that we need, innit? I think I'd rather Rabiot in that position. I can't lie. And if anyone wants to argue with me, go and look at Rabiot's stats this season in the 8 as well. Not he can play in the 6, but in the 8, he scored goals. He has
Yeah,
11
yeah,
goals this
yeah,
season.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And he's got 6. He's got 17 goal involvements as a central midfielder. And Serie A is a slow league. It's a bit defensive. Like, and midfielders don't really do the mad thing like that.
Yeah, I hear it, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, man. Like, You know, before we
You
wrap
sound,
up
you're
here,
sounding unsure. Like you don't want him
let me
back.
let me let me bring something to you, Jake. Yeah, listen, yeah, my boy Jake,
Go on.
the Glazers, the
Oh,
Glazers.
let's
You
not
see,
get on
you
to
see,
this.
you know when man starts to talk about the Glazers, it starts to put everything in perspective. If the Glazers don't go, who are we buying, bro? Like,
Let me tell you the window we'll have, yeah. If they
I don't want
stay,
to hear it,
we'll
bro.
get no. It will be bad. Still, I can't lie. We'll get Rabiot on a
We're
free.
done.
We'll get Rabiot on a free, and I think that will be the only midfielder. Still, I don't think we'll get anyone else. And I think we'll get. We might no. If the Glazers stayed on, I think they'll still push for Kane. Because
I
that's kind
don't
of their
get
sort
why
of
they want to
signing.
stay. I just don't get what they're on. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah, but
because
maybe the Super League might happen, or like maybe there's a reason.
something because they're
If
taking too long. If they could have given a partial sell to Ratcliffe, they would have gone by now because it's easy. You pay us half
yeah,
the
yeah,
piece,
yeah.
we stay in here, we're still going to make money, and we've got in a new investor. But there's more to it, man. Maybe Sheikh Hassim is going to get the club, and they're just
I
playing a long
hope
game. I don't know.
so. If he get, I'm telling you, listen to this, yeah. If
Hmm.
we get that owner, it is lit. I'm telling you,
Bro,
bro.
it's game over,
We've
bro.
suffered for how long with the Glazers, bro? Like we've actually, and I don't ever want to say, oh, they've spent this, they've spent that. Go, anyone who says that United is a well-run club is just talking
It's
crap.
capping. It's
Look at
nonsense.
even some of the signings they've done and the wages they've given and the shirts of the players they've got, getting managers second choice, third choice. Like it's just ridiculous. I think the only manager they kind of gave first choices to was Van Gaal.
Yeah. I was even tapped in them times
Yeah,
when it
that's
came
it.
to
Like he's the only one that I would say got most of like Mourinho. Mourinho looked depressed at one press conference. I remember when he was at United.
Mourinho's energy wasn't the right energy we needed. We needed realism in there, but it's just the way he did it. And we had good managers, but some of them were just
Nah,
the wrong
nah, nah.
timing.
Mourinho weren't the problem, bro. Let me.
It was the
You see,
timing. It was wrong timing.
Mourinho was a great manager. I'm not gonna lie, but he was just the owners he was under. They threw him under the bus. Mourinho wanted
Yeah.
Marshall out. Marshall would have been gone if Mourinho got his way. I think Lindelof, obviously good player, but that wasn't his first choice centre back. We was linked to Koulibaly them times. That's who we wanted. Even
Yeah,
though he
yeah.
ain't done well at Chelsea, you got to give the man. I say you give the manager who he wants. If he messes up, you sack him.
Yeah,
But if
yeah,
you
yeah.
if you don't give him who you want and you sacked him, it's always gonna be a what if. Because with Mourinho, I always have a what if. What if
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what if he got backed properly?
What if? Yeah, it's true. Facts. Nah, it's true, man. We've had some managers, man. We've had some good managers, but I think the managers have definitely come at the wrong time, and there's always been some sort of underlying issue as to why they can't fulfill the job. Whether it's their mentality, or whether they've come at the wrong time, or whether the owners are not really backing them properly. There's always been some issue. So bro, if the glaze, listen, I'll be, you're gonna see, I'm gonna be moving mad. I think
Yeah,
we were
bro,
saying it
we
on
have
the
to
other
celebrate
podcast.
if they go.
We have to wear the thing. We have to wear the whole gown, bro.
Yeah,
Every
yeah, I'll do
stream,
it.
I'll wear it, bro. I'll wear it for a week. That's what
If they go,
Flawless was saying. I'll wear it for a week, bro.
if
I'll wear
they
it for a
go,
week.
I swear to you, I'm coming on that camera straight away, and I'll wear that gown because
Yeah, I'll wear it.
I've waited for this. I've waited for years, bro.
Rival
Because
fans
I
are
can.
gonna get onto us, but it doesn't matter. We don't care, man.
What about the
Now, if we
Glazers?
wear if we wear the outfit, they're gonna be like,
Oh, I
look at
don't
these fans.
mind, bro. The owners are good.
Trust me, that's gonna be, and that's what's kind of holding me back from the excitement, man. The
I
Glazers
understand now.
just
I understand.
lingering, man. They're just spoiling. They're killing my vibe.
There's no clarity with the situation, so it's
Yeah,
kind of
and even the
confusing.
fact that we're looking at certain things and we're talking certain figures, I understand though because we do roughly know how much we're gonna have without having no owners because of the money that we're gonna get from the Champions League, the money
Yeah,
that we're getting for being third as well, and then and outgoings and whatever. So yeah,
yeah.
it'll
So
be
we kind of
interesting,
roughly
man.
know. We roughly
Yeah,
know, but
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Last thing
telling
though, before
you,
we go, sorry, no, what are you gonna say? Go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say, I'm telling you that if we get Sheikh Jazim as the owner, though, I think the transfer plans, like you're gonna see deals getting done a lot more quick and a lot
quicker.
easier.
And that's the thing. Hopefully, he brings in like a good structure. Number one, he trusts Ten Hag, and number two, he still
But don't you
brings
think
in
we need a
like
sporting director?
sporting director, director of football. All Murto and all that, their man have to all cut. They have to all go, bro. We just need them, just all gone, bro. Let me even bring up the list of. Yeah.
You're right. Still, there. You see, that man, Murta went to flipping Barca for De Jong and came back with nothing. That man
Bro,
went Barca
he's a
for a holiday.
twat, bro.
Then he went Italy. He went Turin for Rabiot, and he come back with nothing.
Look, yeah, look. I'm gonna share the screen right now, bro. All these man need to cut, bro.
Oh yeah, you got the list.
Yeah, so Joe Glazer, bye bye. Richard Arnold, bye bye.
Yeah,
like this
definitely.
guy, bro, he doesn't know what he's doing, bro.
He don't
like
know
he doesn't
what he's doing.
he doesn't know what he's doing. Patrick Stewart, cool. Kevin Glazer, bye. Brian Glazer, bye. All the Glazers go.
Yeah,
But Richard Arnold, and where's the other guy? This must
Murta.
Murta. I think that's the next. I need to. Oh yeah, management. Hold on. It's not here though. Let me find. Oh, there was a page that I had. I can't remember, but Oh wait, did Myrtle cut already? I saw Myrtle.
No. John Murta ain't gone. You're thinking of Ed Woodward, isn't it?
Woodward cut, yeah. Woodward
John
cut.
Murta ain't gone.
Yeah.
John Murta's
Myrtle's still here.
He's still
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Oh yeah, Myrtle. Yeah, he's the one that actually negotiates the. Yeah. The director for. We need a new guy, man. Look
He's
at
the one taking
Liverpool,
the
bro.
plane
Look at Liverpool. Liverpool moves. Nah, bro. Bro, Man United pissed me off, bro. Liverpool moves smooth, and if you hear about who they're linked to, bam, 2 days done.
But,
1 day done.
we can't compare our
True.
Liverpool's owners are just they're more. I'm not gonna lie, they're better. Like it sounds mad because we spend more. But
I didn't even add it to the stream. It's my bad. I was just reading it, but I didn't add it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So look. So here's where I said like that. This is all the Glazers and then Richard Arnold. And
Richard Arnold. I don't even.
But Myrtle's name's not here, even when you go to management. It's just,
Myrtle's name's not there.
Yeah, I'm not good with this whole structure and hierarchy stuff or whatever.
I hope John Murta. I hope if he's gonna stay, he needs someone working with him with more experience. I just don't.
He don't know what he's doing. You don't know when it's doing when it comes to transfers. Like he hasn't got a clue, mate.
I don't think Qatar will keep any of them anyway.
Yeah, we need a whole flush them out, bring some experienced people in there, then leave Ten Hag to work with the scouting system. So Ten Hag will work with the academy and the scouts. We need a good scouts. We need to bring back that old school Man United scouting system, bro. Where we're looking for these players, mad players.
Basically all in all, we're kind of saying that the biggest transfer is the ownership, innit?
Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah. If we could, let me ask you a question. Yeah, if we had one choice, to have new owners. I'm gonna ask you a mad question. Let me see
I know what you're gonna say.
So if we could only pick one, either the Glazers are gone. And we get Sheikh Hassim, and we don't know what players we're going to get kind of thing, or guaranteed players of your choice, and we still keep the Glazers.
I'll take the first option. Sheikh, the Glazers need to go, bro, because even if we get players of our choice, the season after that, bro, by the time them there will go and them there will do some weird business and that, probably sell certain man, sign some big.
January will be looking. Listen, no. If Sheikh Hassim comes to the club, if I get that, here we go from Fabrizio. Listen, I'm telling. No, listen. It feels too good to be true. Look how that man's getting giddy. I'm just chilling
Yeah,
out. Man's
but
getting giddy.
you have every right to, bro. You support United. You suffered with these owners. You gotta be happy that it's at least gonna change.
Listen, if we get new owners,
Bro, what I'm trying to say to you is, yeah, I know right now people ain't deep in how much
our
ownership,
clubs,
like,
that's why I'm tired of this £1 billion argument. I'm tired of it. But look, I'm knocking my mic. It's annoying me. I'm
yeah, because
tired of this £1 billion argument, bro.
people
Context,
don't deep
please.
it. If you get an owner that comes in and he wants that football club to be the best, it's not really a business adventure. It's more he just wants the club to be the best. Like, trust me, you're gonna see a big difference, bro. You're gonna see a
Yeah,
lot more
facts.
ruthlessness, a lot more players coming in. But if we get
Facts.
Jim Ratcliffe and it's more of like a business venture with the Glazers, then more wanting the club to be the best, we're gonna be the same thing we're doing now. We're gonna sign all these expensive players that sell shirts. We're not gonna
Yep,
sign
yep,
anyone the
yep,
manager wants.
yep. Wait, well, let me throw a spanner in the works. Do you think there's any possibility of having good ownership under Ratcliffe? Let's say he comes and he actually starts buying players decent and all of that stuff. Do you think it's possible?
Well, obviously it is, isn't it? But it's also just as possible for it to go wrong with Qatar because of the amount of money they have behind them. It's gonna be, if they make
And the
mistakes,
mentality as well.
yeah, it's gonna be kind of easy to rectify it. But with Ratcliffe, bro, I'm not gonna lie, he makes mistakes. We're sticking with them. It's gonna be like the Glazers, but maybe a bit more of an organized version.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
Yeah.
it's not what we need. If we want to be the top of our game, look at City, bro. I hate saying this year, but that is the benchmark. As much as we don't want to hear
Yeah.
that, if
Yeah.
what's the point
You
of
have to
coming
give it to them.
second,
You have to
third?
give it to them.
What's the point of coming second, third every season? We want to win now, yeah. So
Yeah.
we need to look at City and think, we don't want to win for one season like a Leicester or what Arsenal nearly done a Leicester this season. We want years of, let's say, years of success. Not every season, but years of success. We need an owner that can financially battle with them.
Yeah. Facts, bro. And that's what I'm saying. We need the right direction. We need good structure, good owners to come in to give us the structure that we need, and the mentality of investing into this club to make this club a better football club, and then buying the right players to make us play good on the pitch,
Yeah,
be a well-run business where we're doing the right transfers, and then get the money, and then. Because if we're a club, look how big our club is. If we start playing good football, start getting good players in, if we were in Man City's position, we'll be 10 times bigger than them just because of the how big United has been and the heritage behind it. So
we'll,
yeah,
bro.
man, I just feel like we just need to hold. Right now, it's a waiting game, man. We're gonna do some transfer talking every few days or whatever, anytime we can. We might have to do some emergency ones where, bro, just in breaking news.
Yeah.
Listen,
Now, any
I'm
breaking news, I'm telling you, we gotta go. Like, if it's a bad transfer, bro, we have to go
yeah,
live. We will be live.
yeah,
We will
yeah,
be
yeah.
live. I'm letting
We'll
everyone
be
know we
live.
will be live.
We'll be live, man. And as I was saying to people, this channel's still growing. You get me? There's probably next to like no one. Probably people are just probably coming in and out, not really watching.
No, but that's
But we're gonna put the content out there. We're gonna chat because we chat about football anyway, so we might as well put it out there. You feel me? And
yeah.
bro, we're gonna keep it flowing, and then soon I'm gonna start. We're gonna do loads of shows. It'll pick up. I'm patient. You feel me?
And guys, one more thing, yeah. You see, with the breaking news, trust me, I'm always looking at it. So if I'll be calling Ryan saying we need to go live. So don't worry,
Yeah,
like, you will be
yeah,
up to date with all the transfers. Like, trust me, you'll be up.
yeah. And even other discussions man has on other shows as well. Man will chat here as well, so we have
Yeah.
different perspectives and different opinions, and I'll get ideas as well because everyone's going to be following the same stuff. So it's good for you guys to learn our personalities, see how we think and whatever. And
Yeah.
stay tuned, man. We're going to be locked in. We're going to be locked in, man.
But love, guys.
Listen,
It
people.
was a good show. Follow me on Twitter, Jake MEFC
MEFC
2023.
2023,
Yeah,
man.
follow me.
Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We're trying to get the subscribers up. We're trying to get our viewers up. I want to start seeing like 10 viewers in here. 15, 20, 30. I think the most that we've had is probably, I think it's like 12 or something. But I want to see a consistent, even if it starts as well, consistently on a good day, probably had like 5, 6, 7. You feel me? But I want to start seeing consistency. But I'm still working at the times as well. I think the peak times, I haven't really got a base yet that I watch at this time. I think peak times is probably between 6 and 10 p.m. I think, or even
Yeah.
9. Still,
But
the 9
sometimes,
p.m. one was live.
but guys, sometimes let us know like if you want a morning show as well, because
Yeah, I'll do the morning thing. I'll do that. Listen, once things pick up, and I know that I start learning the algorithm, I start knowing whatever. I'm just here to chat. I like to chat, so like, listen, the content that we're going to be putting out here, tell a friend to tell a friend, man, because we're out here, we're talking the real stuff, man. And I feel like me and Jake were not like the typical deluded Man United fans. I feel like a lot of rival fans don't like our fan base, and I understand it. You know what I mean? Obviously, we've got the banters with the Arsenals and the banters with the Cities and Liverpool and whatever. But deep down, if man has to have a proper conversation, me and Jake are the right people to speak to.
most
Level-headed,
definitely.
and I get it. Like, as soon as rival fans go through stuff, we all have their banter. But me, I banter reasonably. I don't even banter that much, to be honest. Jake, that man there, get me. I swear it was you that put up the picture of Arteta dropping the Premier League. I was like, what?
No, but wait. Before I go, let me explain this. Arsenal fans come for me, but you see where it is. They had every right this season to come for me. They had a good season, but what you gotta remember is you still haven't won anything. That's all. Like this season, you didn't. It's been 3 years since a trophy. At least we broke our trophy drought. It might have not been the most prestigious trophy, but the drought was making me depressed.
And on top of that, let's be realistic. They do get onto Tottenham for being non-trophy FC and what's progress and what's this. If you don't win nothing, you do all of that and not win nothing. So as much as they push City, they did have a very progressive season, I would say. And I would say we did have a more successful season. Football's about trophies, no? It's not about how. It's just about trophies. If you have to pick trophies or how, so.
I think in about 10 years' time, this season that they had, there's nothing in the cabinet, but we have something in the cabinet we're gonna remember it. If you go to the trophy cabinet, what we won this season will still be there.
Yeah. So it's progress. It's a step in the right direction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yes, man. But anyways, if you did lock in, thank you. If you're rewatching this on the replay, thank you. Follow me on Twitter, Rhino UK Official, Instagram, same, JKMEFC 2023. Stay locked in. I'm gonna be on the Mandem Talk later on this afternoon on Sage channel. I'm gonna be doing more stuff with Flawless as well, and we're gonna be doing a lot more stuff here, man.
Definitely.
We're still working. We're still building the structure, man. So.
Peace and love, guys. And one more thing, Glazers out.
Glazers out. Glazers out, bro.